Okay.
So, this is his last competitive debate. Was my first competitive debate in 4 years. In my new life as a law student, I'm always told that I follow the law, I follow the facts, I don't follow emotions. What they have done today is compare different factual scenarios and tell us, just because I can't put a place next to a Nazi war criminal in the dock, therefore because there is a moral rejection, instantaneous moral rejection there, that's why our case falls. That is not the way we work. We have a systematic analysis of facts, systematic analysis of the world. What we have today, we have proved to you conclusively that there is a charge of crime against humanity against the Vatican. And that's the first point I would like to say, that it is against the Vatican and not against individual priests, something the opposition has clearly forgotten to say. I have got 4 questions I would like to ask today. First, is it a systematic action that the Vatican is undertaking? Secondly, is there a causal link between the action the Vatican has taken and the perpetration of the crime against humanity movement? Third, is the good that they have done enough to outweigh whatever it is on the previous policies in the past? And last, the point about the freedom of expression and freedom of religion. First, is it systematic? We've told you that comparisons with Sarah Palin are authentic and trite because the Vatican has millions of priests under its law. There's thousands of ways and methods and avenues by which to spread its message, to spread its ideology. It has many methods by which it can control the spread of misinformation, but it actively chooses not to exercise these tools. It is a systematic denial of the ability of government to do something about it. Secondly, is there a causal link? And this is where I wish to resurrect my point, not because I am falsely accused that I'm not dealing with it, but because I am going to remind them that they have not dealt with it adequately enough. My first point is about the culture of fear. And Kennecott's extension of this is very simple, that when you have a system whereby people only believe in religion, when there is no other countervailing force, when people's infallibility is used as a cloak, when all they know about the use of condoms is what they hear from the priest, this is where the culture of fear robs these people of choice. This is where the causal link between the message spread and the spread of HIV ends. Secondly, when there is an active spread of misinformation and it is not corrected, then a charge of formal responsibility lies. When you are not prosecuting the people who are your subordinates, when you're not disciplining them and taking steps for solving the problem, this is where you are committing a sin of omission. This is where the charge of a crime against humanity lies. Third, is the good that they have done sufficient to outweigh what they have done, the evil or the charge of being against them, of crime against humanity? My first response to this is very simple. It is the point that my second scheme Kenneth Cheung really brought up. This is really not a situation where we are weighing the good they've done against the evil that's been perpetrated. We are following the law, we are following the facts, and we are saying that there are grounds for charging them of a crime against humanity. It doesn't matter what they've done in the past, it doesn't matter what the good that they have achieved, and we admit that the good achieved is very valuable, but it's not the point. Furthermore, as Kenneth Cheung has also pointed out, missionaries, because they are there to protect themselves, because they're there to work for the good of the people, they won't go as easy just because you lay a charge of crime against humanity against them. These people raise martyrdom for the sake. If they are willing to die for their faith, they're not going to run because we issue a charge against them in the court of law. Now, on the point about freedom of expression and freedom of religion, we believe that these points are all very important. But as Brian Chan very astutely pointed out to you, these are not points that admit of no qualification. They're not fundamental attributes in our constellation of priorities. What we really must remember today is that at the end of the day, the reason why we charge people for crimes against humanity, even ignoring the principle of sovereignty of states, is because we believe that some principles are worth fighting for, are worth transgressing certain other principles for. And when we look at the dire situation of HIV in Africa, when a third of the population aged between 16 and 35 have HIV/AIDS, when a generation is going to lose their livelihoods, and we rob of all their future, this is when we feel that the freedom of expression, the freedom of religion, really don't stand up against our charge of crime against humanity. We are very serious and we are very somber, because we believe this is a serious issue. They need to treat it. Please go.